everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals.
Where you been? Hey.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's caught. Reception by Holmes. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then
I be on Periscope sometimes.
But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail?
Hey, what's up?
It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
The play clock's running down. Now Palmer. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes. because he's got to read his keys.
1, 2, 3, it's just me, Ashla from DC.
Offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude?
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Well, I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on third down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
My bad, this dude don't let me reply.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Wow.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball
What you been
game.
you to lately?
In this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Let's go. Regular.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Palmer on third and long. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald.
But you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off. And that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him. But he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay. And in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion.
What you been up to?
Soft on the corners. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to
It must be a bad connection.
Holmes has got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
I am ready to play some hardball.
That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carr now on third and goal. Steps away to his left. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Receiver involved here. It's Brown. Cutback, left sideline. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Nothing much. How you been?
Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do.
Okay, just chill. You still doing my music?
Aldon Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is
I am still doing my music.
Clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw is Palmer, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now it's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of...
I see you still getting you ad wept.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
LOL.
And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again, it's Johnson.
You know what I want to play you 101?
Down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
This time, Palmer will throw. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Regular, 18. Regular. 18.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Let's go.
4th down. Here's Palmer. And it is incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second? You know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Denver last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
And now here is another interception. And he's got Rome. There he goes left side. The 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So
now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Hey, what?
Here in the eye.
Boo. Wow.
Here's Palmer to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They snap it direct. This is Murray. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis.
Hey, what's on your mind today?
For quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go. 95.
On second down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's caught left side by John Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 60 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some space here. And the cut. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now this time he'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Palmer on third and long. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. Buying time. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The direct snap to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Get ready. Right now. Regular. 18. Get wide. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Regular. No.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Crabtree with it over the middle. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 72 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Yet again, here's a wildcat look.
Let's go.
On the direct snap, Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
Regular. Here we go.
Palmer looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Another wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot.
Here we go. 1, 9.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, let's go. 1.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means Ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he'll get this one across. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I.
Let's go, let's go. Deep, deep. Here we go.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one up. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Here's Palmer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
When are you coming back to the DC area?
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. That'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He's back to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. One final try now for Carr.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it. That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
And it's incomplete, so their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. Now a Wildcat look. It's Bell. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big run that time by Bell. 44 yards on the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And he checks this one down to Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Man open left side is Brown. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. To Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
This time, Palmer will throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, but really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, third overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
On first down, it's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield in pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Bruce Arians with a decision to make it. He's made it. They're going to go on 4th down. Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. James Harrison from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Get ready. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. I got him. On me.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And how about this, a fake? Wide open receiver complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a direct snap to Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. In motion, the tight end. On first down, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback,
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Palmer to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll send Brown in motion right. Hard throw, incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Room here to run.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So they're operating in the red zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Nelson, the man in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT. Underneath for Johnson. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Palmer to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football. Save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
In motion right here, Nelson.
Sally 19. Sally 19.
So here we go on 4th down. Palmer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
And a gadget Midget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And it is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll get 23 yards there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. James Harrison in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through
Wake and bake, emoji fire, emoji dashing away.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go again with Bell. push his way forward here for a good little gain. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on third down. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily
looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Fumble.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Interception.
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Palmer finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to speed things up here.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the back goes into motion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On third down, Palmer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Palmer, and he's got his man in stride, complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Palmer. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this
Be
one
right
out of bounds
back.
here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Palmer to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to
Good
defend for the
shit.
defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Left. Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one down to him. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He is.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Now Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Deep drop. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come out here in the eye.
Blue 58.
2nd and 10, it's Palmer again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Mirror. Regular. Check.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.